The optimal situation for a partner to use SEEQ is to really be clear on ultimately the business outcome or sort of impact measurement that they want to achieve, because that's why they exist, right? If it's a brand, if it's an organization, company, they have a macro level, we're here to deliver this kind of a result. And in the brand space, that means customers need to be buying the thing that leads to that result. The customer experience has so much to do with whether or not the customer buys it in the first place or buys it again. And sometimes that customer experience is purely sort of digital and online. But even when that happens, I think people vastly underestimate how much is happening real world, human to human, about that digital experience. So it's, hey, it's all digital. We'll measure the experience within the experience. Like, where's your context? What's the use context for that experience? They're not just using, they themselves have not plugged into the matrix yet. So they're a real physical human using your digital product. What else is going on, right? But then you start to realize that in some cases, the experience they're having is really influenced by the experience of your associates in your team. Now, that could be because you are a direct human to human interaction type business. But even if you're not, even if you're a bunch of brand managers and product managers making stuff that you ship and that people buy, there's humans influencing those humans' experiences. And so then you start to realize, wait a minute, there's a big part of what's driving this customer experience. It's called the staff, the employee. So now you move upstream again and you start to realize, hey, the employee experience, if we're going to fix this CX or improve it, we might have to do some work here in EX. And then you dig into EX and you start to realize, wait a minute, hold up. There's another big part that's influencing the employee experience, and that's leadership. So in its fullness, a SEEQ journey really starts with leadership, then moves into the employee experience to manifest better employee engagement, then moves into the customer experience to manifest better customer satisfaction and brand loyalty. And that's what delivers the results that that leadership team so desperately wants to deliver. That's really the journey. Sometimes customers come to us and by now I think understand that sort of chain of excellence and want to start there. Sometimes they learn that we need to move upstream. Either way, we're good because we get to work with them in all those spaces. Some of our best and more recent clients, they are saying right up front, I want it all. So as an example, one very memorable customer journey that we're right in the middle of right now, we're working with them on the leadership team experience. Back to that notion of really reflect on what about your leadership is impacting employee engagement. Then we're working with their broader organization, a significant portion of their organization. They are a global organization, so that's going to be fun to hear different perspectives of the leadership experience. And then we will go broader and really engage the customers and other constituents that they serve. We've been doing more of that, and that really, I think, is the full journey and the full key, because then you start to realize these experiences are related. We build up more insight into the entire experience map. What is the human experience at your company? Because you may have a different relationship today than tomorrow. That works really well in some organizations that are, say, membership based, because you can see the differences in what level of sort of relationship you have with an organization that you see yourself as a member of. There's a lot of really good things that we can do when we can really look across the whole sum of all the types of experiences that you have and get stories about them.